So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here, and welcome to the finale, the season finale for MotoGP 18 Career Mode. This isn't the last episode, this is just the last episode of the season where we're at KTM. Obviously we started the season at, where did we start it? Moto 2. So as we look back, we were in the Moto 2 class for the season. Anyway, we're going to head into the last round, which is going to be Valencia. The last round, which is Valencia. What I'm going to do, going to make it a bit of a longer race, I think, because I'm only going to do one race in this episode. So we're going to do qualifying, and that's the rules and stuff we got. So let's get into the qualifying session then. Here we are then for qualifying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip through a little bit, not too much. So let's see if we can get ourselves a decent qualifying lap going on. Let's see if we can get into qualifying 2. That would be a good result for us in this finale then. So you can see a 1:30.2 is the lap time to beat so far. So let's see how we get on in this qualifying session then. Valencia, a track I haven't ridden in the MotoGP class on this game. It's one I struggled with on the last game, but it can all change as we've seen in this game so far. If your favourite track and your quickest track was one on MotoGP 17, completely different on this game. So let's get into this opening lap. If anything interesting happens, I'll tune you guys in, but let's see how we get on. So coming across the line, we were very much on point for a 1:30.2. So let's see what we ended up with, a 29.9, gone 2.5 tenths quicker almost than Scott Redding so far. So I'm going to go and put in another lap, and we'll see how we get on then. So go through this middle sector. So you come through the middle sector, we are just under a tenth off of our previous time. So let's see if we can push it a little bit more on this lap, get a bit more time out of our lap time. So let's come across the line then. We were just about a tenth off. So let's see what sort of lap time we do. As we come across the line, we actually improve, and we are about a second off of Petrucci. So that is fairly annoying. So we're going to push it even more on this lap then. So coming around the line then, we are a little bit wide there, but we were about 4 tenths off of Petrucci's time. What we're going to do, we're going to go up to 9th place, 3.337 off of the pace this time. So coming to turn 1, breaking a lot later into turn 1 this time round. And we're running out of lap time, well, we're running out of time in this qualifying session, so let's see how we get on. Ah, this lap's gone to shit. We've messed it up. Oh, where are we going? Where's down here? Oh, I can't get down there. That's going to do it from me in qualifying. I can't get any more lap time out of this. I just keep pushing over the limit. So let's get into the race then. We've got more laps in the race than before. So we've got a 6-lap race instead of a 3-lap race. So let's see how we get on. Marquez took pole position from Dovi, which is surprising. Here we are then. We are on the starting grid. I'm going to go with the soft tyres. See how they last in a 6-lap race rather than a 3-lap race. So I presume there's tyre scaling. I hope there's tyre scaling. So let's see how we get on then. And we're going to be starting from probably near the back of the grid. Yeah, near the back of the grid. So hopefully next season we can get a decent bike, and we'll see. We'll find out at the end of this episode who we'll have offers from. But let's see where we get on. We'll get up behind the Tech 3. As you can see, we're right up along our teammate Apollo Spargaro. Scott Redding's behind us, so we're right in the middle in terms of performance of our team. 6 laps around here then, right on the back of Apollo Spargaro. Kind of stuck behind him a little bit, coming to turn 2, round the outside of Vinales, and look at them all stacking up as we take a wider line, and we managed to make up a few positions into there. So that's decent. So we're in P11 right now. Probably make up a few more as we come at the inside of Andrea Iannone, and we come out on top underneath the Suzuki. Right, so far doing pretty well. See if we can get onto the back of Danilo Petrucci. It all changes in the race when obviously you've got overtakes going on. It gives you an opportunity to get further up the grid. And we've had a fantastic start from right near the back of the grid there. Coming on the brakes very late, trying to hold it around the outside. We run a bit deep there, which isn't good, but we're going to be able to pull it back. Can we get underneath Danilo Petrucci? Oh, right on the back of him, taking a slightly different line to him. Just trying to find a different way around him. You can see everyone stacking up in Iannone's trying to come up our inside as we get out wide there, trying to defend from Andrea on the Suzuki. Very late on the brakes we are. Oh my god, getting over the sausage curb there. Surprised we didn't come off there. Come around turn 13, and we're going to be coming into the final corner then, which is a very, very difficult corner if you get out wide. You hit the apex nicely, you can get a decent exit onto this straight. Excuse me. So End of the first lap, we've got Andrea Iannone behind us. Petrucci just ahead of us, so let's see if we can catch up a little bit coming into turn number 1. They're very, very, very late on the brakes, a little bit wide, but you can get away with it coming out of turn number 1, especially if you run wide like that. You get away with it. Going to turn 2, Mick Doohan corner. Love the fact that it tells you the corner number and corner name in the bottom left. And trying to find a way past Danilo here. We might be replacing, well, joining him on the Pramac next year. You don't really replace riders, you just get an extra bike. A bit like a wild card. But we're interested to see where we go next season. And we're sticking with Danilo Petrucci in 9th place here. So maybe we'll be able to get him if we can just, you know, graft away and try and pick off some time, pick off a few overtakes as well. Run a bit deep into turn 8. Turn 8's a killer for me, but luckily you get away with it into turn 8. Going to turn 9 then, into turn 10, a very difficult twisty section as we get out wide there, and it's Vinales up our inside, so Vinales has dropped us down to 11th place, but can I get a move up the inside here? Yes we can, up the inside. Oh, he's got the outside, which isn't going to work for him, so we've got the job done back ahead of Vinales. We didn't lose too much time to Danilo there, and we're actually gaining in the final corner, so we'll probably lose it on the straight because obviously that Ducati is a quick bike compared to our KTM, and we've got to watch out for Vinales. Yamaha struggled this season. Maybe we could make a move up to Yamaha at some point in our career and try and get them back on track, but have to wait and see. As we start lap number 3 then, still in 10th place, just trying to grind away and get the gap down to Petrucci, and we're right on the back of him now, and we'll get a decent run out of here. How the tyres looking? Tyres looking great. Go up the inside into turn number 4, up the inside of Petrucci. There we go, job done. Alex Rins is next up. He's in 8th place, so in qualifying we don't really have the pace with this KTM, but in the race we can make it work, you know. So bit like Valentino, we don't have the qualifying pace, but when it comes to the race we're able to fight our way up for a decent result. Right then, into turn 8 again, a little bit wide but not too bad this time around, so let's see if we can catch up to Alex Rins, see if we can find a way past him. I'm not sure where we're going to be able to overtake him, as again we're getting out wide here. Ooh, that's not good, and it opens up the door for Maverick Vinales, who gets through on us. He's followed us through on Danilo Petrucci, but over here we're going to snap straight back, get up the inside of turn 12, run a bit deep, and he's kept it this time. He's kept it in front this time, so that is not good. So I'm going to keep it with Vinales as we come into the final corner. Going to go underneath him. Oh, I'm going to show him that I'm there, and we are able to get underneath him, so very aggressive riding from Vinales. Very good defending, actually. Rossi's in 3rd place, so we're going to get a move up the inside. You can see this KTM just doesn't have the legs on the Yamaha. It's coming to turn number 1. got him on the brakes, though. Our brakes are not as good as this Yamaha needs. Yamaha is going to come up our inside if we're not careful, having to brake as late as possible into turn number 2. Oh, he's trying to force his way underneath us as he pushes us out wide a little bit. We get over the curb, bouncing a little bit through turn 3 into turn 4, switching it over and hitting the apex nicely. And Alex Rins, he's lucky because we're not able to catch up because Maverick Vinales is keeping us busy right now. So coming to turn 6, and we've ran deep. This is a mistake here into turn number 6, straighten it up, and we're still ahead of Maverick Vinales. Vinales is going to get us any moment if we're not careful. So 1 second is the gap to Alex Rins. I reckon we can get that down as we come into deep into turn number 8. Vinales is ahead of us. We're going to switch it back underneath him. We're going to be careful into here not to run wide. I'm going to hold that inside line. That holding a very tight line, and Vinales can't get around the outside of us. So 1.4 is the gap now to Alex Rins. So because we're concentrating on defending from Vinales, Alex Rins is pulling away from us in this last race of the season. Vinales, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is this dude doing? Coming into the final corner, keeping it ahead of Maverick Vinales. Give him a bit of a block pass into the final corner. Well, block defense, I don't really know what you call it, but anyway, Alex Rins is now 1.699 ahead of us. So let's see if we can reel him in. Brake very late into turn number 1, probably a bit too late. Pull it down to the apex just about. We get away with it. Look at that, we get away with it. I will take that. So again, just trying to close in on Alex Rins. They're pulling out a little bit, this pack ahead of us, so we've got to start reeling them in, and we've got to drop Vinales. Vinales just needs to hook onto the back of us, and we'll bring him up to Alex Rins. Maybe not now, the tyres are starting to go, and we've only got 2 laps to go. There's Vinales again all over the back of us. I can see him moving around, and we hit that inside sausage curb. That's annoying. I think I've ran out of tyres. Not completely run out of tyres, but I've ran out of the performance, so we had to push and catch up to Alex Rins. So Alex Rins is a goner, and now we're going to have to concentrate on defending from the guys behind. Going to turn number 8 here, you can see 2.3 seconds is the gap as we're constantly having to defend as they're both coming up our inside now, and Petrucci's through on us. We're right on the back of him. Oh my god, we're very aggressive with him now. I didn't mean to be that aggressive. Going to turn 11, let it roll in. It's not going to give him room on the outside there. We do okay through turn 12 into turn 13, a very difficult one. It's a long left-hander. Let's get a bit deep, and our riding's gone very scruffy as we're going to be coming on to the final lap. So we're going to have to defend from Danilo Petrucci and potentially Vinales and Iannone there, all looking for a move on us. Coming to turn number 1. That is good through there. That is good through there. I'll take that. Into turn number 2. We're on the final lap, so no mistakes here, please. Come on. Through turn 3. 3 seconds is the gap to Alex Rins. Come on, KTM, let's bring you home for a top 10 finish, shall we? And this finale is Andre Iannone. He's completely gone through on us. I'm going to have to try and get back at him here. Oh, not going to be able to there. Stick it with him. We might be able to outbrake him coming into turn number 8 then. Through turn 7. Into turn 8, very late on the brakes. Up the inside as well as... Oh, come on. Iannone, yes, we do it. We get the position back and we're starting to run out of tyres. I can feel the wheel spin is really coming into play here and on the front end. Come on, into turn 11. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Look at this. Parking the bus. Look at the queue behind us to overtake. Our pace has dropped completely with the tyre wear. I don't think the AI suffer from tyre wear. That's what I've seen to have picked up on this game and the previous MotoGP game. So that's something they need to implement for the next one. Come on, into the final corner. Oh, right, a bit wide. Dovi takes the win again. Oh my god, he's taken like the past 6 victories. So I think Dovi's taken the World Championship. And we come across in 9th place. Some decent points for us in the championship. Right, so level 68 at the end of our 2nd season. So you can see we're in 9th place there. Where we're in the championship, Dovi takes the win in the championship from Marquez from Vinales. Vinales had an awful end to the season. Zarco, Valentino, Crutchlow, Pedrosa, then the Suzukis, then Ducati of Lorenzo, Petrucci, then Aleix Espargaro and the Aprilia. Then we actually managed to get ahead of our teammate Paul Espargaro. So we were the highest finishing KTM and we came in for the last 5 races or so. So let's see how all the championships line up. We were 12 points off of KTM. Ducati won the constructors. Who won the team? Repsol Honda won the team. You can see Yamaha are nowhere. Yamaha are nowhere. So we almost get to first rider. Look at our skills then. So 79 riding position, 80 throttle management, 80 brake management, 81 leaning angle. So that is good. So the team are absolutely loving it in this finale. But unfortunately it is contract time. Not unfortunately for us, but unfortunately for the team. So let's see how we're going to end up riding for. Who are we going to end up riding for next season, I should say. Here we go, contract time. So, it looks like we haven't got any offers from any other teams. So, I can either hop on the Aprilia or I can stick it with KTM. And I am really tempted to keep it with KTM. I've already started developing the bike. I've already got some development points. I can't see a point in jumping ship over to Aprilia. Other than, yeah, I can't see why we'd want to jump ship. So the only reason to jump ship is to try and get on a different team. So I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna stick with KTM. So I have to go back. Are you happy with your choice? You will not be able to change your team until the next transfer window. Yes, I'm happy with KTM. So we're gonna be sticking it with KTM. What I'll be doing is in the next episode, I'll be applying these R&D points. So that's about it for the season finale. We're going to be heading into another season with KTM. Could have switched to Aprilia, so apologies if anyone wanted me to, but I imagine a lot of people want me to stay with KTM for a little bit, see if we can develop the bike a bit and get some decent results then. So I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, remember to give it a like. If you're excited for the new season, do smash the like button, do subscribe and do share around. I'll be bringing some merch to the channel very soon, so if you're excited to see some merch, let me know down in the comments. Comment that you want to see some merch and I'll be bringing it very soon. If you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, do that as well. And I hope you do enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.